Here's my take on the Mandela effect. It's that when the TV stations reported that he had died in prison, I believe it was obviously tampering with the votes, that they were going to do it. It was going to happen, and they were already broadcasting it. But then uh, they failed for some reason. Maybe the assassination attempt failed, but it's they're gaslighting us. They're trying to see how easy it is to erase history. Okay, that's what's happening. Like the Fruit of the Loom thing, there's a cornucopia. You can look it up. I just saw a clip on it about YouTube. It was a short. Or the Bernstein Bears. Or fucking Shazam. It's all to gaslight people so you don't look at what's going on. But it's experimenting. They're experimenting with it. Okay? Nelson Mandela, obviously he didn't die in prison. Right. But that doesn't mean that propaganda didn't get, the wires didn't get crossed somewhere and they fucked up the message, or they weren't supposed to. Maybe they played the wrong thing. If you don't believe me that can happen, look at fucking Hunter Biden's laptop. Look at the shit. The politicians and the people who are trying to subvert and everything are very careless because they're very arrogant. And they will make mistakes. They are human beings. They will make mistakes. They're not infallible. They're not immortal. They're not invulnerable. And they're certainly not um, untouchable. I'm just saying. So, all things aside, all joking aside, I really do believe, aside with all the voices I've heard so far, that it is an experiment. And I think it is. I think that the Mandela effect, the reason we all know why it's called that, because the broadcast went out. How could that many people account the same thing? We're not talking about aliens. We're talking about TV. They reported it. Now, I don't know if there obviously wasn't footage of him dead in prison, but the report was made. It's a lot like when they say that there's ISIS beheading videos. I've never seen the actual beheading part, though. That's the thing. And you're like, why would you even? That's disgusting. Why would you even want to look it up? Because it's whether or not it actually happened. I've looked up that shit on the internet. I can't find it anywhere. It's people actually being beheaded. It shows it about to happen, but then it cuts out and it loops, and then it's like plays shit over top of it to distract you from what's going on. And like they like format like the something that happened over top of that video of the alleged beheading that didn't actually happen. I mean, it's like a lot of things that are disgusting you don't want to look at, right? But that's kind of how the whole mind control. Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, right? But no sane person or like the. I mean, I just is gonna look for those things. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna research and look up those things. That's a problem. And my point is, dude, is just be stubborn, be determined. If you saw something, then you saw it. My dad's currently trying to gaslight me and trying to get me, provoke me to attacking him or making some kind of threat to him because he enjoys the power and attention, and I'm not letting it happen. So stick to your guns. Record everything. Record everything that happens. And if you can't, just leave. But record the situation. That would be my advice. Take that into consideration. That's what I do. I keep my phone handy charged. I don't have an iPhone because they don't have storage space. I have a phone from Walmart, actually. It was like $70. And you can put SD cards in there with as much room for whatever as you want. You can buy 2 terabyte SD cards. It's going to be expensive. You can do that, though. But, everybody's got limits. So, just make sure we don't let them push us too far.